So I do these fun little tips, my swim tips on social media, and I did one the other day that I'd gone through my pantry and I found stuff that was about to expire. And let me tell you, very few things bug me as much as having to throw away something because it didn't get eaten in time.
Dude, I can't tell you how freaking often this happens. And it happens so often that I mean it's such a waste of money.
Right.
And not only that, it's a waste of a precious resource. This is food that needs to be eaten. And I don't mean to call my kids out, but for the most part, this is the issue. Like they really want strawberries. Hey, dad, we really would love some strawberries. We're going to eat them. We're going to do everything we can do. And then they eat it once and they kind of forget about it. And then you go back in and you look and it's got little fuzz on it. And
Right.
you go, oh, man.
And I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I'll find something like, "Ooh, that sounds really good." And then it works its way to the back of the cupboard or back to the back of the refrigerator. And then you go find it later and, oh man, I didn't
Oh
even
yeah.
eat that
I
in
mean,
time.
everybody goes through that. I just went through a cleaning out of my refrigerator and there was some science experiments back there that I don't and jars of salsa and things like that that have been in there for so long.
Oh, I
And
don't
you
know if
go,
I'd let salsa
uh,
expire.
y-
We got through it pretty quick.
oh, well, if you forget about it and you don't know it's there, like that's half the time you go back deep into the refrigerator, especially if you're one that keeps the refrigerator really full all the time.
Right.
And I have friends that do that. Things are going to get lost pretty
Yeah.
easily. And not only that, that's not very smart because we just buy the same thing over and over again. Well, something,
Like
that's
I
a
got
little
three
bit
Greek yogurts. Why do I need
right.
three Greek
What do I
yogurts?
exactly? 100%. Those are the kinds of things that just get lost, or you buy more ridiculous fruit, and that's why I just buy frozen fruit now and say, okay, if
Make
you
a
guys
smoothie.
right, make smoothies out of it. If you want something specific, like you're gonna make yogurt, okay, let's buy a little bit and cut it up, and then you can use it because otherwise, you go to Costco and you buy $12 worth of organic strawberries and then they go back. I mean, that's just literally throwing money away into the green receptacle that the state of California has now made us all get because we have to separate our food, which is a giant pain in the neck too.
What I did for our pantry, anyways, is I've reorganized it so that there's one top little corner, and anything that gets close to expiring gets put into that top little corner that's more likely to be seen by Sarah and I. And it means you better eat those pineapples. You better eat that whatever it is
Yeah,
because
that's great.
it's getting close to its end of its shelf life. And with the canned stuff, that shelf life might be 6 months, a year, two. So some stuff isn't really going to go bad, but other
Right.
things might just be if it's 6 months and it got pushed to the back of the pantry, that's not going to see its way to the front anytime soon unless you take the time to kind of
It kind
um
of grosses me out, the whole canned food thing and all the preservatives that have to be in there to keep all of that alive that long.
the thing I have hardest time with, and I don't know why, is like canned chicken. I just can't. Canned chicken
Oh,
just
sorry.
doesn't.
For those who like canned chicken, I'm sorry. Well, that's the
Sarah
same thing with me.
does.
I don't
I
like
can't
canned tuna
stand it.
fish. So,
I don't
uh,
mind canned tuna fish, which is the
yeah, well,
really
most people
interesting
don't,
part.
but you also probably didn't have a roommate that left an open, empty can of tuna fish under your bed.
Oh
And
no.
oh, yeah, it was a great practical joke while we were just out of college. And so it has ruined canned tuna for me forever. Um, and it also is kind of freaky on how long it can last. So
Right,
uh, it's both, but those kinds of things you really need to focus in on. Make sure that you buy those expired foods that you're going to eat. Another one, sandwich meat. You're going to buy
oh
that from the
yes.
deli. The kids really want it. You need to get more
Or
because
you get the
last time
three
we went
pack
through it
from
so
Costco.
fast. Well, if you
Costco
do,
does a 3 pack. You might eat two and then forget
never are
about
we
the
going to
third
eat
one
that
or
much.
something. Right.
Never are we going to eat that much. So you got to really watch it. And but it also that it's especially the better meat that you buy, it's going to expire and it's going
Right.
to expire pretty quick. So you got to be on it and know it. All it does is it comes down to budgeting your weekly food intake almost. Like if
Right.
you're going to be, I hate to say it,
Like
most
meal
people
prep.
don't want to. I hate it. I don't like being organized when it comes to food, but you've got to, or you're just literally throwing money away.
Yeah. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, how can I, with the kids, how can I get you to eat the things? My kids are little, so I think sometimes if I use the bottom shelf as a little more eye level and I wash things ahead of time so they're in little containers and then they go, oh, strawberries. Oh, cool. And then they're reminded when they go into the refrigerator or to get water and they open it up to peek and like, oh, I should eat that. That doesn't always work. My kids love certain fruits and vegetables and things, but they're never going to go looking for it. I have to remind them that they're there. I think
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing for me with them
Right.
being little.
It's a pain. It is
But
most definitely a pain.
keep your refrigerator organized, and before you go out and buy more things, go through it and see what needs to be eaten ASAP, and then maybe do a quarterly pantry review. And certain things are never going to go bad in my house, like coffee. It's never going to get old. It's going to get drank way before it gets old. Salsa, we just eat it too fast for it to go. I'm more likely to run out than have it go bad.
Well,
But
it's not a bad problem to have unless you know
yeah.
you're worried about your waistline.
Well, salsa's pretty good for you.
Not
And
if
if you
you
do
eat
salsa,
buckets of it.
no, salsa itself is good. It's
The
it's what you
chips
eat
you
it
put
with.
on it. That's
Well, that's the
right.
thing, but you don't have to eat it with chips. Like if you're having your
That's blasphemy.
like you have a taco, and it could be a healthy taco, like a turkey taco with a whole
True,
bunch of
but how many
salsa.
tacos are you going to eat with that much if you're going to go through that much salsa?
I use
We're
salsa
getting
for
off on a
everything.
different we're getting off on a different video.
Quesadillas.
This is something we got to tackle another time. Bottom
Yeah.
line, make sure that you organize your shopping list for so many reasons, but beyond buying foods that you're not going to eat in time, they're going to spoil. You're throwing your money away, and it's a precious resource that somebody could have eaten. See ya.
And be sure to like and subscribe, follow, do all that fun stuff so you don't miss the salsa episode that's coming up soon.